Hi everyone, so welcome to part 4 of the video of Oban Star Racer. So this is the whizzing arrow testing development, trying to get the movement controls, everything just right. We're getting better. It's going to be still work in progress. I still have lots to do, but it is getting a lot better of control-wise. So pretty much, you're going to be pretty blown away because I got pretty damn close to what it's like in the anime, and it's been a pain in the butt, but it's been worth the last 2 days to figure out. So if you remember correctly, we left off on this type of movement where it was very fixed, and you didn't really have much control, and it didn't really feel like a whizzing arrow. It had none of that we knew of, that we know the flexibility of the whizzing arrow. So a couple things. You can now do a flip. So that's completely available now. You can definitely do the, if you're coming across an opponent and you need to do a quick flip on them to cross them over, like to get past them, you can easily do that. Now the other things that I've worked on, so if you remember correctly, I also was working on this, and so you can definitely do the flip. That's still being a work in progress, and there's more things about the flips. So in the anime, you know, it actually likes to go to the sides. So this is going to get really trippy for you because this is really just like the anime now. So yeah, you can literally do like turns like that. You got full control of like however you want, if you want to be at angles or something like that. So if you wanted to be like driving through a thick, well, like not a thick, like a really thin crack in the wall or something like that, you have full options of doing that, like where you have full control of the whizzing arrow completely, and it's really good control. It's really nice. You know, you can easily do it now to get through thin areas. So it's honestly, this is extremely good. Now you can see I'm getting a little bit higher. So did I fix the height issue? Where how do we control when it comes to height? I did actually fix that. I made it where the like I guess you call the triggers, I guess, or something like that. I made it where you can go up and down really quick. The camera is one of the things I'm still working on. It is too slow for us right now to keep up with the whizzing arrow, so I got to work on that next to make it where the camera can keep up. But for the most part, you know, we got full control of the whizzing arrow now. So it makes it really nice because now we can do all the extreme moves just like in the anime and do whatever we like. And this is just me purposely doing the flips and stuff. But yeah, it's extremely nice. It works really nicely. And you know, if I can make it go faster, that's going to be really cool if I can get the camera to go faster to keep up with it. And that's something I'm trying to work on. The little sticky thing didn't work. You can drop pretty quickly if you want. And this is just me doing the spins while I'm dropping. But you have full control over this, so it's like, you know, when it comes to the sides and stuff, this is me rotating. You know, you can be at any angle you want. You got full angle controls of that. So it's really incredibly cool. So it makes it where you can do flips and stuff, and it gives you that full nice controlling. The whole up and down, you know, the whole flip. Then you also have this flip, which is the exaggerated flip like I was telling you about. It's exaggerated so you can jump over opponents. So that it makes it more easier because you never know where your opponent's at, and if they jump up, well, it makes it super easy for you to jump right over them, and making it where it's all good. And then this it's just the same as the anime. And so the way that I'm moving around right now, which I kind of went down there, but the way how I kind of move around, So this is the right joystick moving to the right and left. So the right on the joystick is moving to the right, moving to the left. Forward and back doesn't do anything right now. Now the forward is forward on the left joystick, and back on the left joystick is back. Holding to the left is doing this flip. Holding to the right is doing this flip. The R1 is to do this flip, and up on the D-pad is to do this flip. And obviously I still got to work on the thing because it still does its snapping action, and also the lights are dragging behind still. So I got to get that fixed. And to kind of demonstrate how full control you can do is that you can change on a dime on the direction you're going. Like, this thing is sharp. If you want it to be sharp to kind of turn, you can easily do that. And that's just with the normal controls and stuff with this. Like, it's really, really that good, and it's really nice to be able to go around these things like with the full flexibility how you want it to be, and not being crazy, It's like, oh dear. It's like I was not gonna make that height. But yeah, I always like to do this. This is just me going crazy with the joysticks, because I can do that. That's fully me just doing that for fun. Because this is really addicting. Because like you being able to do all that. Now the hyperdrive stuff, it also works up here. So yeah, it takes it a second, but it really kicks up in high gear. It follows behind in a really weird way, but honestly, it's not all that bad. And I bet, like when you're playing, it's not gonna really matter too much. But yeah, let's see here. Let me kick it on again. So yeah, you can do the flips with it on. You can do all the stuff you want coming in with it. Yeah, the flips and stuff are really nice. So you got full control of flips and stuff. So if you're on this angle, you can come in from this angle, So, and even upside down, you can do a flip upside down. It's really crazy. Anyway, you got full control more. Like I was saying, that's my goal. I wanted something you can control, and something that was going to be fun, and for us to be able to be like, wow, that's the whizzing arrow for sure when it comes to its movements. But it's so nice, and the feelings of it. So I've been working my butt off on getting this right. It's been the last 2 days, well, 3 days really, just trying to get that right, especially with this, trying to get this right on how this behaves in a really bizarre, weird way, and how it does all this. Whoops. So, if you're curious about how fast the whizzing arrow is when it comes to like what it looks like within game, so this is just for an example, just for you guys to be able to see, like, okay, what will it be like if we saw it in a similar map of Oban? How fast would this be? Like, is it going to be anything like it? And I can tell you right now, it is really flippin' fast. So let me click on this. I guess it really doesn't matter what height I go at it now. It's kind of funny to think about. Anyways, so yeah, this thing is really fast, and when you're controlling it and you're going to be playing, you know, you're going to be going through these things like on your missions to whatever you're going to be doing, you're going to be going really quick on. And I'm going to make it where the maps are going to be very open to doing a lot of those things. You can see how fast the hyperdrive is. Hyperdrive is really quick. And to be able to turn on dime. Anyway, like, depends what you're doing. Yeah, I'm just having fun. But yeah, it's like you have full control of it now. It's really, it's so much nicer to be able to have this type of control. So yeah, it's kind of really fun. And then to be able to do the other flips and other doohickey things, it's like, here, let me see. I don't know, I went a little too fast on that one. So it's like, you can see how that one is. It really goes up high because I don't know how high your opponent's going to be, and I just wanted it to be like, okay, you know what? You got two choices. You can go like this, you know, you can do your own toss and roll on it. Oops, I went into the ground. Which I haven't done the collisions yet, or the boundary limits, but making it where you can control your own little hoops, like of little things there, which I gotta fix this camera. This camera is so annoying. It's so slow. It does not keep up with the controls. So that's something I'm gonna work on. Anyway, so whoops. So yeah, anyways, yeah, as we go through it, it's like it's perfect all the way around. To go about all of its stuff, like I think the controls are getting a lot more better, more fluent. You know, and just in being able to do this now, just like the anime, you know, it's like that's really nice having that full control. But you know, you got to think about it. You're going really fast, and if you can imagine this is a full map, you know, especially with the hyperdrive on, it's like, if I can go back on that. You know, when you're playing the full game, I can imagine this hyperdrive is going to be really fast, and you know, the maps are going to fly by quickly. Which I'm going to try to make these maps as big as I can and more accurate as I could, and really fun. So yeah, who knows? We'll see what happens. And that's me doing these flips. Like, you know, these are so easy to do, and it depends. You really got to be pushing forward, and then you're just going up into the 1 or 2 o'clock position, or the 10 or 11 o'clock position to do these type of flips. You know, it's that easy to do, and to have these full controls like this. Oops. These are going into the 3 o'clock position. Like when you go into the 3 o'clock position, you can do that. It's one of those things. But yeah, it's just like it depends whatever you're doing, you know. If you're getting shot at, and you know, and you get missiles coming at you, you know, and it's like I can imagine a lot of people will be going pretty crazy, like trying to dodge a lot of them. So we'll see what happens. But you definitely got to watch out your height, because as you do these extreme moves, you kind of go down a little bit. So that's something you got to keep an eye on, because you're going to really screw yourself up. So I don't know. I'm just letting it relax right now, just parking it. So yeah, it's like to be able to have that full control, and even to be doing like this if you're really bad at playing, you know, you can easily still play like this. So that's like no issue at all. But the cool thing about all this is just the fast controls to everything. Whoops. I kind of went into the ground there. My bad. So yeah, it's just you got to get used to the controls and you got to be careful on your movements. But once you get used to it, I bet a lot of people are just gonna absolutely fall in love with the movements and the controls because how accurate they are and just how fun it is. It's really enjoyable to actually go in doing all these moves. Um, I don't know. It's like it's gonna be wild to see what people think. It's been one hell of a crazy time getting all this to work out. Um, so what is next is going to be the camera. I got to fix this. This thing has an issue with the lights, taking a second, and then it does a snap. So I got to fix the snap. I got to fix the lights still. And then I got to go and fix the camera. The camera is just, it doesn't keep up. Especially when it's like this, it doesn't keep up doing these movements. So I need it to be faster. I need it to really track you because you're going to be fast. You're going to be moving quick. I want it to be accurate as good as it possibly can. But it's going to be a pain in the ass to figure that out. That is on my to-do list. And then water effects. I got to figure out how to do the water effects. So that if you are going through a cloud, if you're going over a lake or a river or anything like that, you got little splashes and little ripples and you got all that fun stuff. And then if you're going over land and you get close to the dirt, you got a lot of that debris and dirt kicking up and different things. I also have to work on sound effects. There's no sounds at all in this game right now, and I have to take a lot from the anime to recopy all the sound effects over so that the music, the soundings to everything, the weapons to everything is going to be just perfect. It's going to be just like the whole thing, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so far good. So definitely a couple of tweaks. Camera, the gunner thing is still on my to-do list. And map design. I want to finish this map, the grid here that you see. So this whole grid system, I got to put it out here because apparently in the anime it's actually out here, not on the center platform here. So I was very like wowed in that. I'm like, oh, okay, so this is not even there. It's a completely a big stream of a lake of some sort, and all the grid stuff is out here like farmlands. So I had to create all those structures and making this a really, really long race because I want it to be fun. I want it to be really cool. So after I'm done doing the whizzing arrow, I'll finish up doing the map. The map will be my next thing, and then I'll go into probably working on a second AI, like with a cat ship, the kitty one. I want to do that one and making it where we can do that. And then I can release the beta after it's playable, and you can do the runs of the race, and you guys can give me feedback on how it is so far, and we can implement that feedback and we can improve the game to our liking even further. And the gunner seat, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but I know Dreams is coming out with multiplayer. So I think when multiplayer comes out, I'll either make it where you can drive a second ship and you can race your friends doing that way, and then also if you wanted to do co-op, I want to see if I can do co-op where your friend can be in the turret and you can be the pilot and give them special abilities for the turret and the other stuff there too. So it makes it where it's fun whoever's in the turret and making it where it's fun for whoever's the driver. And then if you're playing solo, it'll be fun for you to where, like, if I can figure out at some point if I can make it doable when it comes to being by yourself somehow, and that's probably going to be with AI systems, and then also somehow you controlling a little bit of it where you can control the direction of your turret, like where you can be like, okay, I want it to be on the right side of the ship, you can click the circle or you want it on the left side, you click the square, and make it like that, I guess. So I'm thinking about that, and then probably making it where giving you the control of what kind of weapons that it uses by pushing the triangle. You push the triangle, it's going to switch to different versions of its streams of bullets to different effects that it does on attacking your opponents. So that it helps you out, but it's also like you have a turret buddy there, but you also have a little bit of control of it, but you're also piloting. You have full control of piloting the ship and not having to worry. We'll see how that goes. And I'm hoping to create all the game type versions too of Oban and all the maps. So I'm excited to think about that, to seeing all the maps of Oban and being able to play every game style and every type and just be able to honor this game, honoring the story and all that. When I do release the game, if I do not get permission from the company itself, I might release it under a different name than Oban Star Racers, just to make it where we don't get in trouble from the stuff, because I don't want this game taken off the air. And I saw somebody making a Zelda Link from Breath of the Wild, and Nintendo within a day or so took it offline. Even though it was only liked by 6 people, it was seriously taken off line there within a day or two. It really sucked seeing that Nintendo actually stepped in and removed somebody's creation of something, and the guy made it really pretty freaking obvious, put it as Zelda or Link or whatever, and they were able to find it real quick, and they were able to completely delete the guy's creation. So this one, I'm hoping I can make quite a few different versions and make it sneaky as hell, just in case. If we have issues, we have a lot of backups, and making it where this game is not going to go away. It's going to be something that we can always enjoy and have fun with. So a lot of goals. But if I do get permission from the company itself, that'd be awesome, so that I can make sure to give them credit for all their stuff. And either way, I still will. I love Oban Star Racers, and it's not my work. It is their work, and it's an honor to learn from them and to be doing these things. It's their art style is beautiful, and it's something that matched their stuff really to the T. And I honestly, it's being a very huge moment for me to learn how to do all this stuff. It's been a great learning experience. So honestly, I'm very happy to be doing a lot of this stuff. So expect more updates. Tomorrow I'm going to do some more, and we'll see how it turns out. I got a couple more goals on my to-do list, but the first map is going to be in the beginning here. Do expect that this will not be the only whizzing arrow version. There will be the Mark III version coming out later on, making it where if you win a certain amount of the regular stuff and the beginning stuff, you can win this as a prize where you can put in your own maps of dreams and you can have fun. And then on the next higher end of the race, you will be racing to get the other vehicle, the other whizzing arrow. And if you win against the other vehicles, you'll be able to get their stuff, or make it like where it's a game too. You got to have your turret guys shoot the certain object, or you got to win the certain obstacle thing to get a certain vehicle or some kind of power up or upgrade, which I don't think I'm going to be doing those upgrades, honestly. But definitely the ships, definitely these things, the architect designs to everything. I'm going to make it where it's awards, so you can easily get stuff and be like, whoa, hey, now I can make my own Oban myself, or you can have fun with it and be creative. You won't be able to change any of my settings to my ship, but for the most part, you'll be able to set up your own race, your own map. You'll have all my assets when you win stuff. So it's going to be really cool. So you'll be able to create your own Oban Star Racing stuff in the future of your own versions of maps. But that's going to be down the road a very, very long time from now when this game is finished. And at this rate, it's coming along really nicely. I think I'll be able to finish the map designs really quickly. Map design is one of the things I do for a living in real life. So it's something that it's going to be fast, easy for me. And then making all the other ships, I'll have to do that. And once we're done with that and setting up the whole game types and everything and the maps, it's like it's going to be done. And I can imagine it'll be done within a few months. I can expect a few months on all the developments to have a full game release, honestly, if everything keeps up the way that I'm going with it. Developing things, but if I start to slow down in a couple weeks on making where I'm relaxing during the weekdays or something, development will be a little bit slowed, but I'll definitely release betas as I go and making it where it's fun, to where I can get great community feedback. I really want that, and not a lot of people know that I'm working on Oban Star Racers, and I'm excited to see what everyone thinks. So if you like this, give me a like and subscribe, and definitely comment below and let me know what you think of seeing how Oban Star Racers is turning out. And if you think this is going to be something you want to play and you want to see for yourself once I'm done, yeah, definitely hit me up. And if you want to talk to me about it, I can include my Discord server. If you ask for my Discord server, you can ask, and I'm on there, and you can talk to me, and and you can be like, oh, can you see if you can add this game type, or you can talk to me, and I can help add certain types to it, just making it fun and creative. I really want to make this a really fun game for people and for kids and families to kind of play. And honestly, I think I'm going to be able to do it because it's a very simple game, and it's just going to be the maps that are going to be the biggest concern. I learned real quickly that I had to take off the grass on top of these little hut things that I made, and that lowered the quality of their stuff. So that means I'll have to paint them very thoroughly to make them look like they have grass on them, and then do little grass like circle things, like making it where it's really easy as you fly by. They look like they have grass on them, and they're good, and it looks beautiful. Right now, those are just the dummies, like on me just setting up the map. So yeah, I still got to start making the beginner area, but that's going to be after I'm done making the whizzing arrow. The whizzing arrow I want done. I want the controls done. I want everything figured out. Then I can go into the map design and create a beautiful map that matches the controls of the game, of the whizzing arrow, and every other ship. So definitely look out. See you next time. Bye.